Let's fucking do it. So guys, again, we finished another season of Chucky the TV series. And there's a lot of things I can respect, and there's a lot of things I didn't really feel like it was Chucky. But with that ending, they better have a fourth movie or a season 4. Before I go on the finale, because I absolutely fucking loved it, I'm going to go briefly through every single episode, and I'm going to review every single episode because I haven't reviewed every episode in order. I've kind of done shorts about it and how I'm just going to go into details right now. So the first episode, from what I remember, it's getting you set up. It's getting set up with the White House and all these new characters and stuff like that. And you get I'm just going to call this fucker Roderick. Like, he looks like Roderick to me from Diary of a Wimpy Kid. And I just, it's a slow start. And you get to feel that Chucky's in the White House. It's a cool setting. And basically, number one is the episode just sets things up. A couple kills here and there. Very cool kill with the, I think that's in the first episode, where he gets the bullet through his back. And honestly, guys, these kills in this season were gruesome as fuck. Like, when they said they were going to go all out for this, yeah, they did. Like, I applaud you. Don Mancini just fucking rocks, man. I would love to meet him in person one day. That would be fucking amazing. Just to have a picture with him with this shirt. Just imagine me with that. It would be such a pleasure. But the second episode, also kind of starting out things, and also it's kind of focusing on Chucky's relationship with Caroline, the little girl, who on the cliffhanger of the last season ended up being friends with Chucky and all this. And I don't really know how I feel about it because I don't want to shit on kid acting. Now, I do think she does fairly well. I don't buy the relationship that much. I just don't. I'm not really into it. But their relationship goes on, and here's kind of where the show gets mixed for me. And it happens between episode 4 and throughout. And episode 4 was a good closing from part 1, because these were part 1 and 2. These were released in separate parts because of the strike of last year. Now, I feel like this season was a little rushed because of that, which is unfortunate, but I do respect the direction that they tried to go with the ghost stuff. But episode 4 was basically just, I was on the edge of my seat. Like, they went to the party, they were trying to go after Chucky in the White House, and they were trying to sneak in, and they finally found a way with that Roderick kid. It was such a cool plan. And then shit goes down, and you're kind of left on a cliffhanger. I was, at least, until April. So then, what my problem is with episodes 5, 6, and 7 is just some of the pacing is very slow, and it's very hard to get into it. Yeah, there's a kill here and there, but I feel like it's taken way too slow, because by the end of the finale, like before the finale actually, like the 7th episode, you feel like, how is this gonna wrap up? Like, how there's still so much world building and so much that still needs to happen. Like, there's a lot of characters in this season, and I feel like they do focus on them very well, and they give each other a time to shine. Especially, and there was characters I absolutely fucking hated, like the president guy. I don't know, he's not a president guy actually. Devin Sawa, speaking of him, just amazing in this season. Just both. I loved when he's running out of the, because I don't know. Now, what's really goofy to me is the government in this, and it's so weird. Like, I get what they're trying to go for, but it just doesn't work for me. Like, it's just kind of goofy. It's bringing me back to, like, Seed of Chucky vibes, and I'm not a huge fan of that movie, and I'm not a fan of the humor really in that movie. It's stupid. And how they're, like, trying to protect everybody's deaths, and they're trying to make excuses and all this, and it's just like, it doesn't work for me. Another thing is I really don't know how to feel about the ghost stuff. because the ghost stuff is a cool concept. Like Chucky dying is a cool concept, like actually legitly dying. But at the end of the season, you're like, well, what was that for? Because spoiler, he comes back, obviously, and I should have saw it coming. I was really invested in this old Chucky dying story, and I really loved it. But I just felt like it was not. It just wasn't resolved. You know, it doesn't live up to what it was because they just kind of undo it right away. They undo Chucky because he always comes back and he always outsmarts somehow. And although he is lucky to get out, and he did outsmart most of the characters in here, Chucky is usually good for that. But I actually wanted a story where actually Chucky was dying and he actually was gonna go all out. Like I thought, even like what I hoped was he was gonna just go fucking nuts. Like he was just like, fuck it, I'm just like killing everybody in the White House. That's what I thought it was gonna be. Everybody was gonna be trapped. But then this ghost shit comes in, and it's kind of like I don't know how to feel about it. Like I like the direction, and I like the references, and I love Brad Dourif back in the role again. That is so cool. And unfortunately, he did retire, but he's still doing Chucky, which a fucking rebel. Oh my god. Seriously. Otherwise though, there was a lot of mixed things about this season. Still better than season 2 though. I don't know about season 1 yet. I think I gotta rewatch season 3 as one, and maybe I can make that decision. But the best episode in season 3 has to be the finale. And honestly, guys, I had no idea how the fuck they were gonna take all these plot lines that had one episode to resolve all these issues, and they managed to do it. Like, I'm actually genuinely shocked about how they managed to do it. I don't think I've ever, like, I've always had adrenaline rushing through my body with these finales. This one had me going the most. I was on the edge of my seat any time in this episode. Like, oh my god, it was so, like, I felt like that last episode knew how to build suspense, and that's what I wish I would have saw between episode 4 and 5 and 6, and it just, that's what I feel like, and they delivered on it. But I do kind of respect what they did with the ghost stuff. It's different, but this finale, guys, was absolutely insane. Like, I just can't believe what happened with it. So we're gonna go on spoiler territory here, so if you haven't seen the episode, just click out, watch it. It's Sci-Fi, it's on Sci-Fi, the app, you can get it for free basically, and yeah, so on. Anyway, God, I don't even know where to start. So if you guys don't know, Chucky actually, his physical doll form actually dies, like it vanishes. And he finds a way to outsmart Jake, and he takes like control of Jake's body, which was absolutely batch insane. And Zachary Arthur, I think his name is, really well done. Like, he did an absolute great job lip syncing and actually like moving like Chucky and saying something that Chucky would say. It was so good. Like, a round of applause. Like, seriously, this guy, very underrated actor. I absolutely love what he did with this. And it's kind of crazy because there's a lot of twists and turns. Like, Tiffany ends up surviving her death sentence, and she gets out of the prison, and it's kind of shifting towards back and forth with the prison scenes, and then it's batshit insane, and it's fast paced, which actually helps a lot for me because I don't think it wouldn't have felt like a conclusion necessarily. Even though this is kind of a conclusion to season 3, I do feel like there's still more because of that cliffhanger. So let's talk about it. So Chucky ends up getting back in his old self again by transferring his soul out of Jake, so Jake can go to his normal body and he can go back in the doll. So what's really cool about it is Tiffany was all a part of the plan. They come in and Caroline comes back, and you know, they do something, and I don't know how I feel about the effects here, but it was pretty eerie and creepy. Devin, Jacob, and I can't remember the girl's name. They're all dolls now. They're all little puppets, and I thought it was very creepy, and it set up something for a really really good season, and I hope season 4 happens. I really do. And if season 4 happens, we need another Chucky movie that's released in theaters, because this is so much potential. Like, what they built at the end of the season was like so well done that I feel like they could do something really good with season 4. And season 4, I can tell, could be the best, because the route they're going, I feel like they're going back to like the Bride of Chucky movies. Like, I wasn't a huge fan of Bride of Chucky at first, but now I am. And just seeing Tiffany back in her doll body and Chucky, it felt to me like an actual Child's Play movie. And I hope for season 4, if it's happening, it's not greenlit yet, but I'm pretty sure this show does fucking amazing every season, that it's gonna go back to like these killer vibes. And I respect you, like Don Mancini, for doing what you did with the ghost stuff, trying something new, but don't do it. Do it for the fans, man. Like, seriously, like, just fuck it. Like, just don't have any ghost shit. Don't have any ridiculous shit where he goes up to space or, just make this franchise feel like a Chucky movie again. That's all I got to say. Otherwise, great, strong season. If in butts here, but really good, strong season. And I think it is a major improvement from season 2. I think this is the last time I'm going to see Alex Vincent in the role of Andy Barclay. So I really hope he doesn't come back. They really he's done. His character's done. Thank you, Alex Vincent, for one of my favorite characters in the Child's Play franchise. And I think they did you really good. So that's it, guys. Otherwise, tell me what you guys and your thoughts, what you guys thought of Chucky season 3. I absolutely loved it. Like I said, it might be my second favorite season, but it's still a great season, and I cannot wait to see what they do with season 4 or the next movie. So with that, peace out.